Welcome to this channel. Just imagine paying 100% in advance for your goods, only to be told 15 days later, sorry, freight just doubled. Pay extra or we don't ship. That kind of nightmare actually happened to me, and today just I'll share you how I handle it, and the lesson that every importer may know from just my story. Um, here is this the deal. The deal was we negotiated with the supplier for packing materials. We agreed on this, the price and the quantity, delivery terms, the product specifications. We fixed this, the freights. And then the supplier sent me the pro forma invoice. I submitted the invoice to my bank, and I instructed my bank to transfer the money to the supplier. 100% debt. I paid 100% upfront. Case closed. Waiting for the shipment. The shocking story begins. 2 weeks later, the supplier says freight is up by 50%. No shipment until you pay. This is the shocking story. And this shipment was urgent. We urgently just need the material. So we could not just afford to delay the receipt. So what should I do? If you were just in my feet, what would you do in this case? Anyway, um, when just I encounter such kind of situation that's months ago, just I had listed out 3 bad choices. They are really bad. And then normal circumstances, I don't prefer all of them. But for the situation, just I listed out 3 bad um, alternatives. Alternative number 1, pay the difference. Just as supply instructed me, just I could pay the difference. Unfortunately, we could not pay the difference. You know what? Because the bank does not allow us to do so. Because at the very beginning, that we fixed the freight with the suppliers, and the bank knows this fixed amount. And as per our instruction, just the bank transferred the cost, including the freight, to the supplier. So at this time, we cannot pay the difference. Closed. This option is closed. Option number 2 is ship less. We ordered less 1,000 units of the material. So we need to reduce the quantity of shipment until the freight payment match to the prepaid amount, the already paid amount. Number 3, just refuse. Don't accept the supplier's instruction. But what will be the consequence? No payment, no shipment. That's the risk of losing totally all the shipments, because the supplier notified its firm stance that no payment, no shipment. So the ball is in our hand. The decision is in our hand. So among these alternative solutions, I mean the proposed solutions, I choose solution number 2. I instructed the supplier to ship less quantity of the order, or reduce quantity that match to the prepaid freight. The supplier just did that, shipped 70% of the initial order, and the remaining 30% shipped in the next order. You may ask me a question like, was your decision right, or was your decision good? I don't say yes or no, but given the context, given the situation, given the scenario, I had not other alternatives or other better alternatives. The only better option I had was instructing the supplier to ship the reduced quantity. That was my decision. So the decision was shipped 70% immediately and 30% quantity postponed to the next order. Of course, that's not perfect, but better than losing everything. Now, that's the point is our decision was better than losing everything. What are the lessons? What are the lessons we could learn from this scenario, this story? One point is freight is volatile. You know, of course, at the very beginning of the transaction, that we fixed the freight, or does the supplier is quoted a fixed amount of the freight. Unfortunately, it varies from time to time. Second, payment terms. I don't advise you to do 100% upfront unless you 100% trust your supplier. So payment terms shall be half-half, 50% advance, maybe that's 50% after shipment or when the shipment is ready. And another important point is the supplier relationships. Unfortunately, we did not have this much experience with the supplier. Almost we gave a trial order to this supplier, so we did not know each other very well. So in this case, if the supplier relationship was good, or if we have established supplier relationship with the supplier, the problem would not be that much significant. The suppliers would easily understand our concern and postpone the payment difference into the next order. So try to just order items from established suppliers. Another important point, expecting such kind of scenarios and include a clause, one clause to close or into the pro forma invoice. What if the freight is increased this much by 10%, 20%, 30%, 50%? Who would absorb the difference? You can include into the clause. Let's say if the price increase within 10%, the supplier may say, well, the supplier would absorb the difference. If increase more than 10%, the buyer would pay the difference in the next order. So you can make this kind of clause in your arrangement. These are some of the lessons. So make sure, just don't forget that freight is volatile. So always plan for this fluctuation. Second, payment terms matter. Don't deposit 100% upfront. Try to negotiate 50-50. Supply leadership is fundamental. And if still there is a chance of variation, include a clause that clearly shows if freight just increased by this percent, supplier would absorb more than this percent, the buyer would pay the difference together with the next payment with the next order. So you can include such kind of argument. In general, importing is it's not just about chasing the lowest price. Always paying the lowest price is not good. It's not a good strategy. You should have this complete or a comprehensive picture of the whole transactions. It's about risk management. This kind of risk of non-shipment, trust with the suppliers, and quick decision making under pressure. This is the very critical. I hope that you get something from this. So My next question is, have you ever faced sudden freight cost increase, or how did you handle it? Drop your experience in the comment. Let's learn from each other. Thanks so much. Bye.